Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back. Okay, so I thought, oops, let me start that. I thought I know I'm still playing with these scraps from this Autumn Wonder Kit, but I'm making a little dent. Well, I made this little masterboardy thing, I guess they call them, and then I'm going to cut it in a little bit, and I'll show you what I end up with. But then I was going to do this without you, but then I thought, well, maybe they want to see all these different scraps that I have. So these are all parts and pieces that were in my scrap bin. I just tore this around here a little more because I'm just going to make a journal card with this. So I just wanted to show you what you can do, with some of your scraps that are laying around. And, if you want to turn this into a card instead of a journal card, just get your cardstock, a piece of cardstock, bleh, and tear your stuff to fit. But this was my, I just had to tear a little bit off of there. I mean, it's pretty much perfect for this. So that's the name, is trying to use up those scraps and make something pretty out of it. So let's glue this down, and then we'll add all these other little pieces that were in my bucket that I pulled out and played with and said, oh, well that looks good there. Oh, well, what about this? And next thing you know, you add 15, 20 things to it. You got your cute little scrap card. I need to put more glue in there. It is almost empty. Oh, so I hope y'all having a good day. Hope you found someone to help you, inspire you to craft something. I know I like it when I watch someone's video and it's like, oh, my little brain starts going, and I'm like, okay, let's get down there. Let's make something. So, all right, and this was part of one of the pages that I had used, and I just cut the little owl out around. Let's just ink around it so it helps blend in some of the words that are on there, and we'll just go ahead and ink all of these other little pieces that are hanging out here. Hope I can remember how I did them. That's the only bad thing, is when you start putting stuff together and then you're like, oh, let me just go on and do a quick little video so they can see how to, how these got thrown together. You hope you can remember and make sure. Oh yeah, this is because this has got gold on it, so I wanted to make sure my gold was going to be showing, because it's really pretty in person. I think I had it that way. And then this, we'll see when we tuck it in if we need to do anything. Like I said, it's just, that might be a little too sharp right there, so let me just pull that off. I mean, that's literally just, that's how these things were in my little thing, and they just went behind the Mr. Owl so well. So let me just make sure that this is the gold side. Yep, got the gold in there. All right, so let's see if we can glue him down. All right. Yeah, so now we got rid of all those stupid, nasty brown on brown with black nasty stink bugs. Lord, since it's high 60s this week, this flippin' Asian beetles are out now. Oh, they are swarming everywhere. They're so gross. I hate them. I hate all bugs. I'm sorry. But why can't we have something, that's cute, that doesn't stink? Why do they have to be, and I shouldn't have glued that owl down, but I didn't really. I just kind of tacked him there. But man, these ladybugs, oh, they have, these Asian beetles, they just stink. All of them. And, they look like ladybugs, but they're not, because we thought they were ladybugs. But, I've told you before, I was like, I don't remember ladybugs smelling like this when we were little. So, after we were first here, John had to research to find out what the heck is up with these bugs, because they smelled so bad. And they're actually Asian beetles. They're not red and black. They're like a dark burnt orange and black. And, oh, ooh, better lift him up. But, oh, man, I'm ready for the cold winter to come, people. Kill these stinking bugs. Oh, they're so bad. You know, and then, of course, because, you know, John didn't spray this, whatever, summer, fall round, and so they're just really worse than before. And like those stupid Asian beetles, they just hibernate down in your grass until they decide, oh, hey, it's time to come out and visit you. And then they come out and visit you, and, oh, man, they stink. I don't know, I think I'm kind of liking like that. All right, now, oop, don't tap this down all the way. Ay, 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 ay. Because I was putting this behind here, I thought. Yep. Oh, but yeah, but it gives me such a horrible headache. Oh, I wish people who do not have allergies or allergies to perfume just truly do not understand the ice picks that go on an allergy sufferer's head. Okay, I'm calling that good, and we're going to squish them down. And let me swipe the back. Actually, I think I'm going to swipe it with some harder plastic. Oh, and then I was going to put this on here, and I thought maybe just this little bow. I know, but he's laying in my thing, and we're supposed to be using up scraps. So I'm going to put that little bow on there. And isn't that just a cute little journal card? I know, I see some sequins and Nuvo drops in my future. So, yeah. I will more than likely put that on there. Y'all know I will. But there you go. Look at that cute little journal card made with just junk, little scrappies that were laying around that you just stack on top of each other and make something cute. Let me put underneath my block so it can dry. Oh, I did do this one without you. I'll show it to you. It's just a scrap of the rust and brown gingham, and then I put some of the crocheted lace behind there. Put one of the large calico stamps that I had. Put it on some whatever that is, brown cardstock, and put it on real thin foam. So it's a top fold card, or once again, you can put it over the top of your page and, you know, use your paper clip on here or glue it down and put a side tuck here and decorate the back, which I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I know I see some stragglers, so, and I had that underneath my block because I was waiting for it to dry. But hold on, I got to put this tops of this ribbon down with some glue so it doesn't ravel or fray. I don't like that. So I'll let you know what I finish, what it gets, its little final destination is. All right, this one is truly a hodgepodge of just scraps, and there's those leaves that was fighting me, of just things that were in there that I'm going to put on here. And this was a piece of Edith Holden scrap. Oh, see, that one's a prettier side, but I did it this way. So I'm just going to start laying all this down, and then we'll trim that off because that's not going to go in there. And like I said, this was just another piece of that line paper from Janie B. Journals from her mystery pack. And let me just go ahead and ink. This was, you know, the little small version of that Happy Thanksgiving. And then I know I must have 6 of these little girls. And I got tired of the pumpkin, so when I saw that little small Happy Thanksgiving, I'm like, well, there you go. We're going to cover that right up. And then I didn't cut all, you know, real close on here, but I think just by putting a little distress ink on there will help hide that. And these will be just fine the way they are. And then we just got to get rid of some of that white in there. Everybody wants to be tan. And let's just ink around here because I don't know what's going to show, what's not going to show. Same down here. I mean, this is just exactly how it was cut in my scrap. Same with that one. Well, I actually tore a little bottom off because it was just long and skinny. But we're just going to layer these things up and hope I can put them back together again with my little puzzle. All right, so let's get my crumbs off of here. All right, I know I need to put this one down first because my Edith Holden page is going to go on top of that. So this is the base of the base of the base. I'm going to let just a little bit of the brown show on this side. All right, so we have that, and this is going to go up here, and then we'll chop it off. Well, let's just try to chop it off now. All right. And then we'll glue it down. I just want a hair of that brown to show on that side of the tag. Excuse me, my nose is itching. Whew. All right, so I have that. Oh yeah, okay, I'm all right. No, I wanted this to be on top of there. Oh, see, I was rubbing my nose, interfered. And always look at the front and back of your little piece of scrap that you have to see which side you like the best. Don't just take the one that's standing face up at you, because I probably would have liked this one, but oh well. Man, I can't believe I almost ruined that right there. All right, that was close bananas. Oh, man. I hope I got enough paper left to glue it down on there without it showing so bad. Oops. Yeah, we'll trim that off in a minute. All right, let's gently re-glue this top layer of paper back down. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Now, let me gently swipe. And then walk away. Let me trim the back. It looks like I got to trim just a little bit up top. Oh, let me smush these fibers the opposite direction for a minute there so it's a little flatter. All right. So now we're going to put our leaf in up top. Okay, so we're going to do that. I know that was my little scribble when I saw them because I couldn't stop because I was in the middle of digging papers out for another one that I was doing. And I was like, oh, well, if I did this and did that, well, that's not how I used them anyway. But that was the initial plan, was the leaves and the owl. But all my pages were too short, so I couldn't use them because the owl was too big. So I had to go to plan C and D, because I had a plan C and D. I didn't just have a plan A. I was prepared in case something didn't work. And I shared it with everybody. Well, I really didn't. I shared it with myself out loud. I shared it on a piece of paper. I wrote it down. If somebody would have been here and asked, I'd have told you that was my plan. Oh, okay. And then we're going to put these leaves, oops, that away. Making sure, is that what I was doing? Yes. Well, before I videoed with my phone, I used to take a picture with my phone. So that way when I took all the little pieces of stuff that I piled on top of there off, I would remember how I put it back on, because I would just go look at my phone picture. Well, you know, you can't look at your phone picture and film a video at the same time. So, yeah, oops. And in case you weren't watching the other day, this was one of the large leaves on the ephemera kit, and I just trimmed them down and split the whole leaf into two. Oh, and I didn't put this down there. Oh my gosh. Yep. See? Things happen. And then little girl barks. So there you go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had to shut the door, and because these stupid things are flying in the house, and oh. And I got them in like one of our bathroom windows faces. I don't know. Must be east, because it's, you get sun on that side of the house all day long. And they're just all in the window. Oh, so that means I got to get my vacuum cleaner out. And then I suck them all up in my vacuum cleaner, which then, you know, leaves that funky smell in your vacuum cleaner. Because, it, you know, it's got that the supposed HEPA filter thing in there. But I'm sorry. It has that funk to it. Oh, that's the only way I can get them. I just go around all the windows, suck them up, and then I dump them into a little plastic grocery bag, and then I tie that up, and then put them in like another one so they can't get out. I used to flush them down the toilet, but they didn't flush all the way. They would, you know, come back up. I was like, oh, And then I thought that probably was not good for a septic thing. And then that was a cruel way. I don't know. That's all cruel. However, I'm going to dispose of them, so it doesn't matter. But they need to move on and find somebody else's house and leave mine alone. Because, ugh, yuck. Oops. I think I need a little more ink over there. All right, so then we're going to put our little girl down. Get my glue off my fingernail, I know. Yeah, I had to put my little fleece vest on to come down here to craft. It was so bad, you know. Well, you know, I'll wear my glasses down here, and then I'll take them off. Then I'll go upstairs, and, you know, because I don't need them to see. I just need them if you're, I don't know, 10 feet away from me to actually be able to read, you know, words and stuff. And then I do need them to drive because, you know, if I want to see a street sign. I mean, I can kind of see it, but not that good. But anyway, so I end up with all these glasses down here that I hang on my little hooks. I'll have to show you my little hooks that I have. And they're like, well, I can kind of describe them. You know how you get the old coffee tree, the coffee cup holders that are like, you know, they stand up and then they have arms like that. And then, you know, usually you have a couple arms or even bracelet holders, I hang my washi tapes and other tapes on there. And yeah, because sometimes I found you find some really cool ones. Well, you used to could find cool stuff at Goodwill years ago. Now they have all their stuff online, so you can't find it half the time, anything good. But I got this one that it's like this little cherub sitting on a goldfish on a white marble base, and I mean it's one of those gaudy tacky things, but it reminded me of my Nana. So I got it, and that's what I put on there. I have all my like double-sided tape, and I hang my glasses on one of the arms on there. So sometimes I have like 3 pair of glasses down here, and then same thing with shoes. I'll end up with a bunch of shoes down here because I'll wear them, take them off, go back upstairs, and then my little jackets and vests and stuff, because I'll get hot while I'm crafting, and then I take them off, and then next thing you know, I got a whole chair full of those. So all right, let's put this down first. But yeah, it gets a little crazy. Oh, and it's just because I can see pretty good until I get upstairs and start looking across the room. I'm like, oh man, I left my glasses downstairs. Trying to think. I don't want to lose too much of my leaf, but I want to see some of those little words I have down there too. And if that's good for you, that's fine. But, that little creepy pumpkin, I just kind of got tired of seeing him. So I thought I'd put the Happy Thanksgiving on there, and it kind of covered it up. And it just looked like she's sitting on a pumpkin saying, Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, I thought that was something, but it's some ink stuck on there. Oh, let me see how much longer I got. Uh-oh, 5 minutes. Shoot. And I had it all prepared. Okay, so that's that one. And like I said, I'm going to put some stuff on there too, but I got to put it underneath my block and let it dry flat before I mess with it. And let me see. All right, let me put you on pause, and then I'm going to go cut those other master boards down so I can show you that, and then I'll show you the final thing that I've got over here for our belly band. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is the 8.5 by 11, and I just cut it down because this is my little cheat sheet. So on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, I can get 5 journal cards. I cut it at 5 1/4 this way, so it leaves me 5 1/4 and 3 1/4, and then I turn these, and I get a 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, and 1 1/4 for a small tag. So let's just bring this over here, and let me see, my 1 1/4, maybe I wrote that wrong. So anyway, let's just go this way. 3 1/4, of course you can, cut them different ways to get other things out of it. 3 1/4, which leaves me 4 1/4. So I could do 2 little tags at 2 1/4. I mean, it's 4 1/2. I can't read it either. So let's go at 2 1/4, and we'll just get 2 little tags out of this. Unless you wanted another big one. But we'll just do... Alright, I'm going to bite the bullet. So we just got 2 small. And I had backed them on 45-pound digital paper, so I didn't have to worry about doing the backs of there. And then this one here, I'm going to get... Hello. I'm going to get it underneath here. So it tells me 2 5 1/4. So 5 1/4. maybe if I want to do a 5, let me see what I get over here on a 5. Oh, I swear. So if I do 5 1/4 and 5 1/4, actually 5 1/2, 5 1/2 gives me 11, right? Duh. So we're going to go 5 1/2. Oh, but then I'm going to get right there on those edges. Oh, we're just got, one's got to be a little longer than the other. So I'm going to go on a 5. So I'm going to get a 5 by 3 1/4. And then this one should be 6. Yep, a 6 by 3 1/4. So from an 8 1/2 by 11, we got, let me just write this down in another color so I remember. We got a 6 by 3 1/4. And then, I forgot what I said, 5. And a 5 by 3 1/4. See, I don't have any, I don't have no little leftovers on there. And then, instead of getting 3, if you wanted to get 3 cards out of the side here, then I should have just did it and had just the little 1 1/4. But I went with 2 1/4, 2 1/4. So, or we have 2 1/4 and 2 1/4. All right, that's just, I like to have this sitting up there when I'm cutting so I know what I'm doing with the thing. And then, you can also do on the 8 1/2. A lot of people will take the 2 inches off of here. I have another card somewhere. I got to find it and show you what my other little cutting things are. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of this 8 1/2 by 11 with no leftovers. So that's that one. Let me put this back in my little, I keep it in this little drawer by my cutting board, my big guillotine thing. Oh, well, okay, got it in there. It's fighting me. So we have all these that I'm going to decorate and play with, and then I'll show you what I get later, but we're not going to do that together. I just wanted to show you what I got out of that. Now, this is going to be the belly band that we're going to do with this. So I got a 65-pound piece of paper. This is the side of the, that woman. And let's see, this is 3 inches. So let me cut my base at 3 inches. Stick that back there. And then I'm just going to trim the whites off. And then we'll have to trim whatever excess we have on here, because I think this is a little shorter than that because of the white tops and bottom. Yep, but we'll trim that up in a minute. Okay, so you see, I scribble on the back of stuff. I was going to make a tag out of it, but I decided, no, we're going to make a belly band. But I just scribble on the back what I think I'm going to do, so I don't forget. And then paper clip them together. Because I know if little parts and pieces are paper clipped, that means I had an idea, and I better flip those pages over and see where I scribbled my idea at. Now if I could just turn my video camera on and record for an 8-hour day, and you just see all of my digging out of here, picking this, picking that, putting that in there, and doing this and doing that, well, that'd be a whole nother bird. But it doesn't work that way. Oh my gosh, Jamie from Love You More Journals invited me to a live auction thing that they did on Facebook. That's the first one I've ever seen or ever did, and it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. So, of course, I didn't buy anything. Everybody else was in there doing their little bidding and stuff, but I had a blast. I thought it was fun. all you needed somebody was like, hey, however those auctioneers did, one out, whatever. But no, but it was pretty interesting. So Jamie's going to have to send me a detailed letter about how the heck that works. So, because it looks like Jamie was running it and doing like the bidding times and stuff and telling people it was that bid was over, but yet it was for another lady who I believe is in Hawaii, because she's moving, and so she was selling a lot of her stuff. I'm guessing since they're military and they're moving to North Carolina, they must be military. But I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I know I am new to everything. I am just a baby that's been let loose and doesn't quite know what to do or where to go or how to do it. Okay, so there's our little belly band, and let me get my little piece of paper. And so it'd be, on there, and then we're going to put these leaves on there and some other stuff. That's not all that's going to go on there. No. But I do need to ink around it. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm back. Well, apparently my phone is getting full again. I've got to offload or download or upload or whatever to pictures that I've got in there, because I can only do 2-hour videos at a time, and then it shuts off. Okay, so let me see if I can hurry up and get this done. So this little burlap thing came in a bag of leaves, I think, from the Dollar Tree. But I always take some of my art glitter glue and go around the edges just so it doesn't fray anymore, so we can stop the fray. Like how you do with your hair, stop the frizz. We're stopping the fray. So we're gonna put our Fabri-Tac on here and hopefully get it on some good spots so it'll stick down. Whew, some strong stuff. And we're gonna put our leaves right there. And then we're going to put this layer, this one on here. And just in case the Fabri-Tac shows through, I just want to put it on the veins of the leaves, so it looks like, it's part of the design. But I don't want to squish it down too much, because, then it would, well, see, it's coming through. So, well, it looks like veins. And then I had this piece of eyelash ribbon laying here, so I thought, well, that would be kind of cool if we put this bird's nest pile on here. So we're just going to try to put some Fabri-Tac on there, enough to hold this stuff down. Okay, yeah, got that all on me, but good enough. And then I took this button and used some rust embroidery thread on there and just tied a bow on the front. And we're going to stick that down here. Whew, that stuff's so strong. All right. And then I had these little scraps laying on the table. I know this is just going to be my Scrappy belly band. Well, we are doing scraps, so duh. And let's put this one on here, and I want the top of this a little bit to hang over on top. And we got this one, this piece of fabric that was laying in my scrap bucket. So we'll put this on here too. And I'll go back with the art glitter glue just to tack my ends down so they don't go all over town being crazy. Okay, and then I have these buttons. I left these tags on here, the embroidery, because I thought, I don't know, maybe it'd be cute. I don't know. Just because, you know, we got it down there. But I'm kind of thinking, I don't know. Kind of thinking I got to get that off my fingers. So it looked cuter. Let's rearrange and see if it's just how I have my buttons now, or if, is it that. Kind of liking them like that. Okay. And then we'll put this one down here. And we'll put this little one over here. Let me shake my glue back down so it won't push inside. And so there's this little belly band that we did with our scraps. I think it'd be cute inside of a autumn journal or just a boho journal, because she's so, you know, boho chic. A gypsy one. And then after this dries, I might come put some gold glitter drops on there. But I want to make sure my buttons dry flat. So I'll have to come, you know, tend to them in a few minutes. All right. So these are the things that we made. Let me get them out from underneath my drying blocks. So these are the things that we made with some more scraps today. A tag journal card. This I'm probably going to do some more to the back, and then a belly band, and then all of these from our master board that I had glued on before without y'all, but I was trying to get a few things ahead. All right, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed. Oops, I'm not even in frame. It's it. All right, I'll just turn these sideways. All right, there. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed spending some of your time with me. I enjoyed spending some time with you. And I hope some of these gave you some ideas what to do with some of your scraps. So thanks for watching. Thanks for having me in your house. Have a great day and a blessed day. And I will see y'all tomorrow. So lots of kisses, lots of love. Thanks for all your support. And I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.